It's been 2 years since Apple came out with the 6th and current generation of the iPad mini, and in today's video we are following up on my thoughts after owning the device for 2 years. I have always been a fan of the mini lineup. I've had various iPads throughout the years, including the original iPad mini. I've had the original iPad 2 here, and I've had a couple of full-size Pros, but there's something great about this tiny form factor that you can just take it everywhere you go. And one of the things that I love about this iPad is just the fact that you can truly take it anywhere. It fits in my pocket in a pinch. If I want to take it somewhere with me, I can shove this in my pocket. You can't do that with the iPad Air or the iPad Pro and take it to restaurants with me. I take it on car trips. I take it on the plane when I'm traveling. It's just the all-around best companion device. The biggest mistake I made with the iPad mini was not getting enough storage. I think I have about 2 gigabytes right now, but a lot of times I have to do a project and then get rid of the files and do a new project and get rid of the files. So I wish that I had gone with the 256 gigabyte option, and I wish that they had a 512 or a 1 terabyte model, but those configurations seem to be Pro model only. When I first bought the iPad mini, I actually got a Wi-Fi only model and regretted that decision the moment I drove away from the store. I went back maybe a week later and swapped out the Starlight iPad mini that I purchased in exchange for a space gray model with cellular connectivity. I have had it connected to AT&T's cellular network for the last 2 years and have absolutely loved having that connectivity option. I use this as a GPS and infotainment center in my car. I'll use Waze or Apple Maps usually. But what I can also do, in addition to just opening up a Maps application like this and having my maps here, is I can actually go down to the dock and I can grab the music app, for example, drag over another window and pen it here on the side, and actually have a dual screen system in the car, which is better than what you get with CarPlay. You can make focus modes that put specific apps in specific places when you're driving. Since I got this iPad mini, I have also gotten a 14-inch M2 MacBook Pro. And having a new MacBook is fantastic because it enables some great new features. Continuity being one of those. So if I have the iPad sitting here and I have my laptop sitting here and I have it opened up, it recognizes not only that I have the iPad, but which side it is on. I have no idea how it does that, but it takes a look at where the iPad is, and if I drag my mouse over, it will literally move right onto the display of the iPad. I can grab icons and open them up. I can open up photos and documents and things like that on the iPad, drag them to the MacBook, and then I can dive into them with actual desktop class apps like Photoshop or InDesign or anything like that, and then bring it back to the iPad. You can also use this as a secondary display, so you can use Sidecar if that's something that is interesting to you. I don't use Sidecar nearly as much as I use the continuity feature to just being able to drag and drop documents and things like that back and forth, but you can use it as a secondary monitor. The other thing that I love about the iPad, and most of Apple's ecosystem finally has gone USB-C, but the iPad mini has a USB-C port, which means that it is compatible with all of the accessories that you might want to plug into it. The cameras on the iPad mini are okay. I mostly use the iPad mini when I am making FaceTime calls or scanning documents, but occasionally I will be in a situation where I don't have my iPhone nearby, or my iPhone is about to die or is dead, and the iPad mini is with me, and I have taken some pictures on my iPad mini. Even if my phone is just out of reach. I went on a trip recently and it was nice to have one extra camera. If you are taking a photo with friends when you're traveling, you can fit more people in the photo with the iPad mini than you can on the iPhone, at least on the iPhone 12 mini. Some of the things that I would like to see, obviously, a larger storage capacity would be great. I think that's one thing that if they came out with a 512 gigabyte version, I would certainly get that. I think that having a better display, I don't think it necessarily needs a 120 hertz refresh rate. I know that's a great thing. I have it on my Mac and I love it. I think that there's a lot of things that the iPad should get. I think it should get the M1 chip. There's no reason to restrict this iPad from features like Final Cut and Logic. simply because it has an A series chip. I think that a better camera wouldn't hurt. It could use some better low light performance, and more colors would be great. I wish that this came in all the colors the iPad Air came in. I wanted a blue one, but they don't have that color, and I don't know why. So that's my thoughts on the iPad mini. Would I buy one today? If I was looking to get a Christmas gift for somebody, would I buy them the iPad mini? No, not really, because chances are in March, they're gonna come out with a brand new one, and if you're going to buy it, you probably should wait. So anyway, that is my thoughts on the iPad mini after 2 years. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What is your thought on the iPad lineup this year? What iPad are you considering buying, if you are? And what would you like to see on a 7th generation version of the iPad mini that would make you opt to choose that one instead? Catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.